Check. 1 2 1 2. Yes. I'm ready. Exciting. Yes. Welcome, listeners, to the Highly Doubted Podcast. I'm your host, KQ Dog, and this is episode 124. We are just continuing to go on the road to infinity. We're taking our time. I'll tell you that. We're taking our good damn well time. We will get there. Trust and believe we'll get there. Don't matter on the pace. The destination will still be there.
That's too damn bad.
Yeah, don't be mad because you probably ain't got an episode in got good 2, 4, 3, 4 weeks. Yeah, it happens.
They in there.
They there. Don't worry, they there. Don't worry about it. Yeah. Look at the timeline. You ain't missed a number. Just go check. Yeah, man. Shout out to all the listeners and the watchers at Apple Podcasts, YouTube, all of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Making sure y'all still supporting us, the day ones, A1s. You know what I'm saying? We making sure that we are providing y'all with as much content and videos and all types of stuff from us. Yes, Whitley is here. Whitley's in the building. Ms.Gee is here. Ms.Gee is here.
Hello.
Travis in the back, man, in the building. DB is not here, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what it is. You know what it is when you're doing what you're doing, man. But yeah, man, the crew is here. And goodness gracious, where do we go? Where do we start? Where do we go? You no. All right. Today is that was yesterday. Yeah, we're not gonna do that. Nah.
It'll be down here below.
Yeah.
We're just not gonna say it, bro.
Yeah. To all of y'all out there.
It was a very quiet household that day. Just know that.
Yeah.
Everybody left everybody alone.
Yeah. A lot of things that just come with the territory. How was y'all's weeks? Weeks were good. Weeks were fantastic.
Right.
Work weeks, anything happened on the road?
I yelled at somebody.
What they do?
There was an ambulance coming. And I was in the right lane. He was in the left lane. And there was another person in front of me in the right lane. There was a good space between the person in front of me where the person on the left-hand side could have maneuvered over to get in the right lane with us. Even when I'm in the right lane, I'm still halfway in the right lane, so the ambulance still can get through. The dude in the left lane just stays there, doesn't move over, nothing. Doesn't move to the left a little bit, move to the right. No, he just stayed in the middle, straight in the lane. And I got really upset because the ambulance came, drove in between us, then had to dodge back over.
Oh my God. Bless you.
He dodged back over to get back in the left lane. I'm like, oh, that damn zig, you just couldn't get the fuck over? The whole point is to have, accessibility for the ambulance on the road. Why are you just standing there with your car? So I got next to them. I literally shouted, "You're a fucking idiot!" I'm on the phone with my sister. She was like, "Willie, it's not that bad." No, you're an idiot. Because the ambulance could have gotten into an accident, and they're trying to get somewhere to save somebody's life, and this fucking idiot is just sitting there, not merging over to any fucking lane. Just because you stand there and don't move, don't mean anything. You're supposed to move out of their way, not just sit there.
Right.
Oh no, I got angry.
you
I got real angry.
Road rage.
Nah,
That's what that was.
No, I've never actually like physically yelled at someone. Like rolled my window down and looked at them and said, "You fucking idiot." And I say a lot of shit in my car, but I don't get out and yell. Not get out, but I don't like yell from my window while it's open.
I almost hit a person today.
Yeah,
not today. Sorry, that was bad. Not today. A week ago, a couple days ago. I was driving, and if you are familiar with the Carolina roads, we have curves that you can't see around the curve. You just see the arrow saying "slow the hell down."
Mm-hmm.
I have intrusive thoughts. Shout out to 123. To where I always am gonna go around this curve, and as soon as I hit the curve, it's gonna be a car just pop up, boom, and it was. But before I saw this car, I saw a person. A person was walking in my lane around this curb. And I saw them and I was like, why are they in this curb? And I was about to just go around them. But like I said, let there be a car around that corner. And yes, there was a car around that corner and it was coming fast. So it was either swerve or stop. But I was going fast. I stopped. No, I didn't hit the person and no, there was no collision. But I was very upset at why this man was in the middle of the road, just walking, just
around a curve.
Yeah, just all tweaky looking, and I'm just like, you could have caused some real damage, sir. And I just drove. I just drove around him. No words, no staring. I just drove around him and turned on my music and continued to listen to "A Lovely Day" by Bill Withers.
I don't think that was a lovely day.
It was a lovely day because he could have been a casualty, and I could have had a criminal record.
Nah, I did almost hit someone one time. It was right there on Pavilion, right here, right before the curve on the Pavilion where the apartment complexes are.
Mm-hmm.
So he was on a bike, but he wasn't crossing over.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was in the median lane, and then I'm coming up, and he decides at the last second when I'm literally right there to get over on my lane. I was like, I had to slam on. I would have fucked him up because I was speeding. I'll let you know. I speed down that road all the time, and it was just a straightaway. It wasn't. We weren't even at the curve. Like, we were coming up to the curve. So I'm like, why the hell? Why? And he didn't even look. And I was like, are you not looking? Like, do you know where you are? You know you're on the road, right? Yeah, I'm sure you are because you almost died.
Right.
The fuck?
I've only ever almost hit somebody one time, and I was up there on North Tryon. I was going towards the red light. The red light had turned green, so I didn't have the need to stop. But my man's decided at the last minute to run across the road.
Go!
Yeah, I literally, if I wouldn't have been paying attention, I literally had to like woo woo like around him. Like,
oh my God.
It wasn't no stopping short. Like that's how fast I was going, and he just decided to just jet across the road. Yeah, that scared the shit out of me.
You know who's been bothering me lately though? Driving geese.
Ah, the
fucking geese.
Oh yeah.
Somebody killed one or ran one.
What?
I should.
Yes.
He said, "What you?"
They don't. They took a pic. No, I didn't witness it. It was on social media. I said they took a picture and posted it. That is a crime.
Going to jail.
It's so interesting that she brought this up.
I was mad as hell.
What does the geese have that we don't to get these rights? Now, I'm not saying that it's obviously we have rights. You can't hit us, but these geese have some different type of rights and entitlement that we don't give these other animals, because these geese will really, you see the sign, you know what it is. If they are walking across the road, you stop. They look at you and they let their family go and they just
don't even look at you. They just stand there sometimes and just stay there.
Sometimes
the audacity. I will hit you.
No, you won't. Look at the sign. No, you won't. Look at the sign. They know the sign exists. And they wish you would. Like they gonna get some money.
Yo, there was one on 485 just in the middle lane, just sitting there. No, standing there. Just fucking standing there in the middle of the lane. I'm like, yo, what the fuck are you doing in here?
We don't care.
People in the middle lane just stopped. I almost hit somebody. Because I'm like, what the fuck are we waiting for?
The geese for them to finish.
Yep. What else has been on the road that y'all seen? I seen a giant ass grill on 85.
You talking about like junk?
Yeah, just shit.
There's, again, shout out to all the road warriors, the Door Dashers, the Amazon drivers, all the people who are getting their packages and groceries delivered, the drivers. Shout out to y'all because y'all see the catastrophes and the crazy things on this road. I have seen I haven't seen anything crazy. Thank goodness.
I seen a tree on fire. And
On
randomly,
fire?
randomly too.
You know, I saw that one time in Oakland, but that's a long time.
Somebody's car was burnt out. Like those people were on the side of the road, like
Damn.
sitting outside, but the car was just burnt
In flames. You know, I just
Burnt.
wonder if you were there a couple minutes before, you could have saw the whole
Right.
shit.
That's
But
crazy.
the aftermath is a question.
Did y'all see that video of the glass all over the road?
Oh yeah, what happened to that?
I
I think
don't
that might have been
know.
one of them big ass trucks that carried the glass on the side.
Somebody lost their job.
I really,
Damn sure.
I
That was
really,
a lot of glass.
I really would love to see the footage of that before it happened. Somewhere someone saw it. Someone
We're gonna get it eventually.
hopefully. But yeah, we have a great show for you guys. You know, we have a great list of topics for you guys. You know, some foolishness, some seriousness, some about Charlotte, this wonderful city that we live in. But I want to start off with something very funny, very minute, if you will. But did you guys hear about Cenat and Wale? Did y'all hear about that?
No.
Well,
What happened?
Apparently, Wale, the rapper, he is not too thrilled that Cenat does not know who he is. He apparently he tried to say what's up to him at the BET Awards, and he kind of was like, "Who is that guy?" And during a moment at the BET Awards where Kai was with Snoop, Wale wanted to make sure he talked to Kai and was like, "Hey man, I need tell him you know who I am. You know the stream running with some narrative. I got you, dog. I got you." He went back to the stream. He went back to his people. Was like, I don't know who Wale is. listen, Lotus Flower Bomb. That I was 9 years old when that came out, bro. I don't know nothing about that, man. I can't. You can't be mad at me because I don't know who you are, man. And Wale went on to even comment on like certain pictures of them together at certain events. It was like, see, he know who he is. He know who I am. It's a joke. I was like, why do you care? But not so much on Wale. My question is this: is there a thing with being relevant? Like, is the need of relevancy that necessary since we're coming into this new era of media? Like, does Kai Cenat need to know who you are to be somebody?
I mean, no, but he probably feels a little like not disrespected, but like in any space, people know who Wale is. So I guess in that sense, like he like
Can't blame
this
him,
little
Wale.
nigga don't know who I am.
Wale didn't make anything current for him to know though. You can't do that. Like I can see if
And
he was
that's where
making
ego
music.
come in. He don't care about none of that shit. He's Wale.
And I'm sorry that back in the day, yes, you were Wale. Everybody wanted you, but you ain't put nothing out new. You haven't been consistent, sir.
It probably bruised his little ego.
I think the gap comes from what's been hot and what's relevant and what's been going on, and Wale has been to himself and doing what he's doing and still getting his bread. But you shouldn't expect the people, if you're not trying to be on the trendy wave brand, then don't expect the trendy wave brand to know who you are.
Exactly.
But he said he took pictures with him before.
Well, there was a picture of them at an event together.
So that's how I get him. It's like how you meet me one time.
Was he in the background or like he was like?
No, it wasn't like that.
They were together.
Yeah, they were like in the same area, in the same vicinity.
Yeah, no, sir. No.
I feel him a little bit.
That's reaching. You're reaching at that point.
I guess what I'm trying to say is, as an artist, when you are trying to I'm throwing something random out here right now. Wale's trying to get his music out. He's on a rollout. Some music's about to come out, and you just so happen to remember a moment with Kai, and you see him at the BET Awards, and you trying to say what's good, and then he gives you the slight. It's like, what the hell? You can't do that, because now I'm gonna drop my music out, and people are gonna be like, because that's the way that it comes. It comes now. Certain influencers, in terms of the streaming era, their opinion dictates the rest of the ecosystem, and if they have a relevance or a liking or a bias towards you, you're probably gonna get some. And I think Wale kind of feels like, if Kai don't know who I am, then it's gonna that's the way it came off.
Or this could be just a way for you to sell your new album that might be coming.
But I just don't. Sure. I just
because everybody watches Kai Cenat, so you're like, oh, and then they're gonna be like, who is this? What are you doing? That's not how that works. Just move it to the side and go to the next area. Now you got it. You got it in the middle now. See, now there's no tobacco right there. See?
What do you mean?
Put it on the sides of the circles. You gotta put it where the tobacco
Yes,
is.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. It's how does fucking shit work?
I said yes, ma'am. Like that was the appropriate thing to say. Anyway, okay. Thank you. Is that enough about Wale and Kai? I thought it was funny. And also in terms of relevancy, you know, just put out good music and it don't matter, man.
Have you seen one of his streams?
Who, Kai?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
fully fleshed out?
fully
Oh
fleshed.
God, no, not in a long time. It's been a long time since
Have you?
No.
I've never watched it.
No, but that's where, you know,
I see clips.
Yeah, I see the clips.
Yeah, the clips are, you know, great to watch. And I think the most not relevant because he's been out here doing things. Stream University, you know, that whole thing with a whole bunch of people he had
I think
streams.
that is fake as fuck.
Well, I didn't mean to do that. I did not mean to do that. But since we're here, I do want to give a little bit of insight on that because I did feel on the surface level like, what is that about? But I really felt like I should do my due diligence because as much as I felt how I felt about... It's
already famous people.
Well, no, it was not. No, it wasn't. And that's why I had to do my due diligence to research the shit. So what they did was pick streamers in their representative places, people who are not as big, but probably have some consistency in their area, and they were picked. So there were certain streamers who reacted, or people on Instagram who were influencers who reacted to them being picked, streaming and everything. The things that were being shown to us from the big time streamers, that's what they do because that's where they were. But for the others, it was a big come up. And the classes that they were having, quote unquote, they really were teaching them lessons on how to be more consistent with their content, with their stream. It really was a stream university behind closed doors. I don't know about the homework and the assignments and the characters, but they really were giving out game to the streamers that were not the AB listers. You know what I'm saying? So it really was an opportunity.
Did they already have a following?
Did the people have some?
Yeah.
Some did. But
that's what I'm saying. But was it someone that had like nobody?
I mean, nobody. Like, I mean, well, that's subjective, right? Because if you're less than 10,000 followers, you're nobody. But the people that were there did not have 10K. Like they were less than 10K. They were like 8, maybe 7, maybe 4. You know what I'm saying? But they had consistency to where they were blowing up in the space to where they got picked. Their following definitely went up after, but that's where they learned certain things inside of the classroom when they were teaching. So, yes. So, yeah, Kai really did a dope thing in creating that platform for a lot of streamers. The ones that were the main fish were the ones that everybody was watching and streaming. But I'll take it. Example, Duke Dennis did a stream while he was in his room, and a bunch of people got on his stream and he said turn it off. I think he got like 30,000 streams in like 2 seconds or 10 something really fast, and he said turn it off because he felt like he was taken away from other people in the university and who was taking the streams, because as soon as Duke Dennis get on, everybody's gonna get off their stream and watch what he's doing. So it was a bunch of jewels being passed around in that space. So yeah, Kai definitely deserved his flowers for helping the next generation. But I just want to say, influencing someone like Wale to go outside and be like, hey man, you remember me? And I was like, nigga, stop. What the hell? It's like, where my hug at? Stop. No, that's not who you are. You are Wale. But he's always had this issue with, like, you know, the media and his representation as himself as an artist. So I just feel like at this age, you know, doesn't matter. All right, I want to sound like an old person, but I do want to stay in age though, because the next topic. Oh, I was going to talk about Tems. We'll get to Tems in a little bit. All right, Whitley, I have a question for you.
Oh God,
are you ready? Do you think at 30 years old you are truly an adult, or you were an adult before then? Do you want to reroute the question?
No.
Oh.
I was before then, but now I'm solidified. If that makes sense.
Studies say people don't become adults till they reach their 30s.
Yeah, like I feel like I'm there now.
Scientists now suggest that people don't fully become adults until their 30s, challenging the legal notion of adulthood beginning at 18. Brain development continues into a person's late 20s, affecting behavior and vulnerability to mental health issues. Professor Peter Jones from Cambridge University argues that adulthood is a gradual process, not a sudden shift.
I agree.
Nah, and when you hit 30, you gonna feel that shift.
Well, like
you feel like it comes like the week prior. You're like, something don't sit right.
But I don't think it's just something that came sudden. I think you've been gradually shifting. You just haven't noticed it until that moment that you're talking about. And you're like,
and at 30, it's like clock.
Yeah.
Because some bodies start cracking.
See, it ain't even no, it's not about the physical. No, it's I like what they said, the mental, you know what I'm saying, the brain development. Because I'm not gonna lie, me turning 28 this past year, I felt just a couple things shift that didn't shift last year to where I was like, I'm turning into an adult. And that's where it's like
because you say it every fucking week. He literally does.
I say what?
You know, you always bring it back to the age every week.
Yes, because it's just crazy how old we are. Does that not bother anybody? Does that not bother anybody that you're?
I'm the one that's the oldest here. What are you talking about? I'm the one with the cane.
I'm the one that's gonna bring the intrusive. I'm the one that's gonna bring the inner intrusive thoughts to the surface. Right. Are you crazy, y'all? What the hell are we doing? We looking at. I'm going into the club looking at 21 and up like, ugh. I'm not letting that go, people. I'm not letting it go. If y'all feel me, you feel me. Once upon a time, I was 21 and I said, yeah, we in this bitch. Now I'm like, I hate those motherfuckers. Get them out of here.
And we used to look at
just give you your fucking ID to get a drink. Get your light ass out of here. You don't belong in here. Ugh, do you not know it's grown and sexy? You don't know what that means?
Grown and sexy?
You don't know what that means, young man? I'm sorry. I had an old man. I know. I'm sorry. I don't know where I went with that. Where are we going?
What's the last time you went to the club for you didn't even feel that
way? Well, that's the beauty of it. I haven't, because the club is not a thing I frequent. I went to sold out dates, as y'all know, but that's the last thing I went.
Did you feel that way there?
Well,
did someone step on your shoes, Grandpa?
No. No one stepped on my
on your kicks.
He did something at our
stop
at the open mic the other night. If he would love to,
what'd you do?
Tell.
So there was a moment at this place where
you would dance like an old man.
Shout out to BC right? Battery Lounge, Bessemer City.
Shout out to Bessemer City. There was an event that Ms.Gee performed at that she frequents, and she performed and she did a great job. She'll definitely have content for you to show that. But they had a segment where 3 ladies who were the hosts turned into some sexual vixens, some sexual.
Remember that shit you posted?
Yes.
Okay.
So one lady basically was being all overtly raunchy, and she was like, yeah, take it. She got a man. Oh, she said, where are the single men at? Right. So I got up, you know what I'm saying? What it is, So there was a moment where she called me over there. She sat me down with 2 other ladies she was with.
Did you record this, Ms.Gee?
Tied me up.
I did.
She tied me up, put my hands behind my back.
You just get molested all over the fucking country.
Whoa. No, that's
she
not
didn't pick you up this time?
No.
You felt some type of way?
The story goes, I was tied, my hands were tied behind my back.
Yeah, you like whoop dominate your ass. All these stories is about women dominating you. I can't help it. Yeah, you got some issues, bro. You need to work out.
Not he got some issues.
And she proceeded to say, you want this shot? And she put the shot.
Where'd she put it? I was channeling my inner Daryl
first
right there.
she had it in front of his face, and he tried to get it, and she was like, you're not gonna get it that easy. And then what she did, KQ?
She put it on.
She put it where?
She bent over.
Oh!
And then what she do?
She placed it on her ass.
She placed it on her ass.
And she said, you gotta get it that way.
So he had to bend over with his mouth and take the shot
Tied
off
up?
her ass.
Yes.
Oh, you fucking submission bastard.
Now, for the record, just because I'm not trying to be cool in no aspect, I spilled it.
Oh, hell, what the fuck?
I have it all on video. I was like, leave it to him, bro.
I was nervous.
He had one job.
One thing to do.
It's so on, and then when it happened, I was like, that's so on brand. That's so mean. It would be. I would spill that shit on her. Yep.
You spilled it on her?
Yeah.
Oh, why?
Because she liked it.
This was your time to shine. Oh, she liked it. Now she liked it.
I mean, she said it. I didn't. I thought I fucked up, but she was like, oh, I like that. I said, wow, all right.
Now lick it.
Would you have licked it?
Would you?
Hmm?
Mama, close your ears.
Sorry.
I would have.
I think he would have. I was gonna say, I think he
Definitely
would have.
Yeah.
He be letting all these women dominate him around the world, so I guess.
We go all around the world.
We go all around the world. Yeah, don't stop. There you go. Some shit like that.
I don't know how we got
I'm
here.
taking to Spain. You really gonna pick up there.
I'm not. I don't understand this
Matter of
narrative.
fact, they ain't even gonna pick you up. They gonna spin you like a little.
I don't understand this narrative. There is no narrative that I like to be dominated. No one is saying
still
You don't like to be a boy toy?
Yeah, you like to be a boy toy.
Look at the little smirk. There we have it, folks.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have no idea what they're saying. I am
You
just
get a
waiting.
phone call or text lately?
No, I've not gotten any phone calls or text lately.
You got any
No
emails?
emails.
Both of y'all is wild.
Got
Both
any-
of y'all
You got
is,
any emails? I
you
just
know
need to
what? We are going to move forward in the topics. I was saying the ages of 30 when you are an adult. Yes. Obviously, we're still children.
See how you
We're
trying
not
to
in
change
our
the
30s.
subject
Right, we've
real
been past
fast.
that, poo-poo.
We still have other things to talk
That's
about.
what I say. You
No
like to be
emails.
dominated.
I don't see how that situation is. Okay,
You're
so
a pretty princess.
is that what you think? Is that what they think?
I'm just a girl. Okay. The next topic.
Just a girl.
What's the next topic?
Oh, yo, you stupid.
Tems is set to headline the first ever FIFA Club World Cup FIFA halftime show.
Who the fuck is that?
Don't do that. You know who Tems is.
That's like someone saying, "Who's Wale?"
Not what? Whitley.
Name a song that I would know. Name a song I would know.
I don't need no other.
Oh God.
Oh,
What?
that's her.
Yes.
That's the only thing I know. Then.
No, you know Tems.
No, I don't.
You know what she looks like.
No, I don't. She got a big ass gap.
Oh my God.
I am crying. But you said she's hosting a halftime.
She is hosting the first ever FIFA Club halftime show.
Why? How many songs does she have?
Oh, she has a bunch of music. She has a bunch of projects. She has a bunch of EPs. She's made. She's the reason.
Enough.
She's the sample from Drake and Future song.
I'll wait for you.
Yes, wait for you. Thank
you.
Okay.
So the whole point is she's making history because there usually is not any halftime show during the FIFA World Cup. It's usually just festivities amongst. So music is starting to come into the forefront. Music is always the forefront. Usually they do an anthem. You know, it'd be depending on who the host is, they have a song dedicated to the overall theme of the event. But now we have a halftime show. So and she's international, so it's obviously international stage. It'd be dope.
I think that's fitting for her to be.
She will be July 13th at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. That will be where the final show will be. We also have shows. We also have games in Charlotte at BOA. We also have some FIFA games. I hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll be working. Okay.
I will definitely be there.
Yes. I'm still trying to get. Come on, y'all, get me in there, man. Trying to see some FIFA, man. Damn. But yes, that'd be great. I was really upset because I really hope that there'll be some type of halftime show in all of the events around, whatever they're at.
You never know.
Well, I mean, Charlotte had the Savannah Banana. Did I say that right?
Yes.
They go everywhere though.
But that was where history was made here, where they did the first time doing a baseball game in BOA, a football stadium. So that was the first time that they had such a big crowd come out because they couldn't do Truist, whether they had the Knights playing or they just wasn't enough. The
Knights was playing though.
But the point is, they filled up BOA, from what I was told.
Did they really?
Yes.
Every
single seat was sold out.
And that's where, even if they were in Truist, that could not have held the Savannah Banana. So shout out to BOA for, again, making history. Yes.
That's Truist's fault though, because they used to have a big ass stadium. The Knights Stadium used to be fucking huge.
What happened? What did they do to it? Do you remember?
They demolished it. They made it downtown.
Oh.
That thing was huge. It was like BOA. It was huge.
I definitely wish that we could get some halftime festivities. Speaking of Charlotte, I also want to announce
You've been talking
that
about Charlotte this entire time.
Huh? No, I haven't. Not in this entire time. I was speaking on Tems and how she was performing, but that's in New Jersey. But I said I wanted performances in Charlotte, and now we're talking. Now I'm talking about Charlotte.
We talked about Charlotte when we first started.
Well, more Charlotte news.
Segue better.
In more Charlotte news, the Charlotte Mecklenburg Black Chamber of Commerce is investing $3.7 million to create a Black innovation hub called Innovation Center CLT, designed to support Black entrepreneurs in Charlotte. This initiative aims to provide resources and a safe space for Black-owned businesses to grow and thrive, particularly in light of diminishing traditional funding sources. According to the Black Chamber of Commerce, the hub will offer co-working spaces, retail and distribution support, and an agri-tech program and event venues.
I don't understand what we're talking about.
Basically, the Charlotte Mecklenburg. I'm saying the Charlotte Mecklenburg. That is a tongue twister for me. They are putting a lot of money to help Black business. That's what's happening. That's exactly what's happening in all ways and resources. The vision. The hub aims to empower Black entrepreneurs by providing resources and support to help them scale their businesses, build wealth, and create opportunities.
Awesome.
I had a dark thought. Where are they putting this at? This is like a shopping center. Like, what we doing? Are they creating a shopping center? Because eventually that shopping center is gonna be dirty.
Oh God.
Are they putting it in Sugar Creek? Definitely gonna get robbed. Where are you putting this at? For it to thrive and be Black owned.
It's all great, valid questions.
Because Black people don't know how to take care of shit. Look at Hidden Valley.
It is located. It's in 2601 Wilkinson Boulevard near Charlotte.
Oh, you're robbed. You're getting robbed. You're getting robbed.
Wilkinson?
You're getting
By
robbed.
Walmart.
This center will serve as a hub for Black-owned businesses and professionals, offering co-working spaces, a retail store, a distribution center, and an agri-tech program. The location is strategically chosen for its proximity to I-77, the airport in Uptown Charlotte.
That's not why you chose that. You chose that in a Black-ass neighborhood.
That's because it's catered around Black businesses and Black populated areas.
You were better off on Sugar Creek, dog. I'm being dead ass. Like, Wilkinson is the worst.
Well, sometimes you need
Freedom.
Sometimes you need to be in the worst to really show how much you care for your vision. Sometimes you put yourself in the grittiest, in the grit, to show how dedicated you are to changing it. Sometimes there is some.
Okay, I understand that.
There is some,
I like that. I like that sentence.
Yeah, there's some courage in going against it like that.
I see you, Ms.Gee. I see you. I see you, Ms.Gee. That was a Ms.Gee sentence.
Yeah,
I'll let you know right now.
So no, but $3.7 million just going towards anybody. First of all, this is the point where it's not going out willingly, frivolously. Just anybody who wants to put their hand out. Obviously, you have to have something. But again, it's one of those things where it's inside the community, in for us. If you have something and you really want to have a space or in some investment or some type of support, collaboration, XYZ. This is the place to do it. This is the place that they're trying to make it for people like us in Charlotte who have a business, who have a brand, who have something that they're trying to build. And you can go to Wilkinson. Yeah, it's the hood for most people, but
I'm not going there.
For others, that's a place where you need to be. You need to be in the mud to grow some clay, and for the clay to grow hard and to become brick.
I got a question for you.
That was hard. Yeah, go ahead.
That was nice. I did like that, Ms.Gee. Again, yeah. When you're delivering. Both of you. There's an area you don't want to go to.
Uptown.
No. That's not what I meant. And you know that's not what I meant.
I don't like to go to Sugar Creek because Sugar Creek, especially during a certain time, it gets a little rowdy. It gets a little extra. People don't know how to back up when I'm in the drive-thru getting the food. Some people are looking at me crazy when I pull up because of the music I got. Okay, I want to listen to Papa Roach. So what? Who cares? Might call it repellent. But the point is, yeah, I get it. Your tensions fly. Tensions gets a little stirred up when you're on that road, especially
yours is Sugar Creek.
Sugar Creek. I don't like going to Sugar Creek.
I don't have.
You don't have one yet?
No, I don't have an area like because I don't DoorDash like that, and then I don't have a problem with the areas because I'm in and out when I do my Amazon. But yeah, I just don't like being in uptown.
You ain't experienced it enough yet. Then mine's Betty Ford,
and I don't go out at night. So
no, you don't have to go. That's the thing. These places you don't have to go out at night to see the bullshit.
The crazy thing is, Beatty's Ford.
It's Betty's Ford for me. I'm sorry.
See, my grandma lives on Beatty's Ford, and they're actually cleaning it up very well. Like
her area, yes, but that area used to be garbage.
That Beatty's Ford Street that leads to Camp North End looks very good. They're innovating it very well.
That's because they're getting them out.
Connecting to Noda.
They're getting them out. That area is being whitewashed.
Real talk. But see, this is where I don't want to get too deep into it. But there's a deep presence that I believe maybe the people or the businesses in Camp North End or the people who frequent Camp North End who do their events, they try to really maintain a strong Black presence because there's a lot of things that I see on Instagram in Charlotte that are around Camp North End. And I see a lot of Blacks, a lot of melanation, see a lot of good shit. See a lot of people that I know probably be there. Usually they're doing like runs around the area or some type of party or sold out dates. Like Camp North End tends to be a place where I see a lot of us really have a good time. So I like to see that. And it's not the hood. It's not grungy. It's not
quite
whatever.
Expensive there too.
Is it?
I've eaten there several times. Louise, do not go there.
Is it bad food though?
Oh no, it's not bad food.
Oh, then I'll pay what it needs to be paid if the food
and
is
then
worth
you're gonna
it.
pay extra. I promise you.
What's the extra?
Gratuities.
Oh God.
No, yeah, I'm being dead ass.
I'm not mad about gratuity.
You cannot leave the bill. That's what I'm saying. You cannot leave the bill because they have an extra. They have regular tax and then they have the tax for their staff, which I understand. But that person didn't serve me. Let me tip my person. You're literally paying the entire restaurant.
Wow.
With their gratuities. I think it's legit. I think like 25, 30. Like it's on top of your bill.
That's crazy.
Like, what if I was already gonna do that, but you're giving it to the entire staff and not the person that's serving?
Making sure everybody go home.
So I gotta tip my person separately and tip everybody in. Like that is non-negotiable. You have to pay that amount.
All right. Well, I guess I won't be going there. Suckers.
Just balling one day.
Since Willie done outed y'all suckers, I ain't gonna eat there at all.
Yeah, that bill was quite surprising. That's a good God.
We're gonna get people to love us and people to hate us in this city. Yeah.
Well, damn.
Any other businesses we need to watch out for in Camp North End?
No.
Oh.
Not Black owned like that.
Oh, that's a Black owned place?
I think it is.
Oh, see, that's.
Oh, now you want to pay the gratuity?
No, I didn't. No, I just said no. No.
You racist?
No, I didn't say anything. I said earlier when you were talking.
Grow is expensive too. That's a plant store. Very expensive.
The plants are expensive.
No, just everything in there is expensive.
Oh, well, what I was trying to say.
People steal her shit.
Wow. Well, what I was trying to say.
Me and Deadass posted that shit the other day. The owner.
With the gratuity, I have no problem paying it. I understand where it goes, and I understand, especially from the receiving end, how thankful we are when you give it to us. So I'm not tripping off gratuity. Just make sure the service is.
He was on the cruise.
That was the first I encountered it, and I didn't know how to handle it.
Really?
I was a young boy. I didn't understand how that works. Now I'm a man. I understand. Giving and receiving gratuity. I understand. He
won't go to another cruise and not give gratuity. I know that.
I will give gratuity, and I will give it once because that's what it needs to be, but not again because I see where.
What are you gonna do? What my mother does? She doesn't do the entire ship. She does, like she'll go to them and be like, "Hey, I don't want to pay the entire ship. I want to pay my actual people."
Giving up the jewels.
What? That my mother does that. She also does goodie bags for them too,
ooh, that's nice.
Because the people on the ship don't get off with us. They don't get off they get off every other month, and that's only for one day. So some of them actually, and they can't buy the stuff that we buy. There's nothing for them if they don't have it. They just don't have it, and they do eat with the. They don't eat our food. They have a little area that they eat for themselves, but. My mother puts razors, stuff for women, and there's a bag for guys just in case. like shaving cream, all that stuff, because they don't have that. Like one lady, she literally started crying when my mother gave it to her. She's like, "This is for me." My mother gives it to her.
Blink twice if you work on a cruise ship and need help.
That's exactly, bro. And you know they don't get paid a lot.
See, I don't see. I'm gonna be honest, and this is where the American side of me just has to just come out. I didn't want to hear that because that just ruin my experience next time I go on a cruise. You know, I'm gonna be looking at them like, oh, look at
That's why you see everybody love their staff person.
I love my staff person too, but I didn't want to know all of that to make me.
They don't even get paid that much.
Okay,
come on, man.
But
they're happy to be there. Yes. They're happy to show you this time that you paid for. So
I feel like they don't want us to know that about what they go through. I think it makes us not think about what we're supposed to be thinking about is the fun of this cruise and thinking about what they're going through while we're having this fun.
Nah, people are people.
I understand that, but I'm just going to say, let me know about that after
You did. You took your first step. You took your first cruise. Now you know.
Yes. Okay. Fine. But moving forward, I'm gonna give my gratuity and all right now. That's enough. Don't leave me alone. I'm gonna call. I'm gonna blow up. Hey, room service. Let me get that. You know what I'm saying? All right.
I have sadly never been on a cruise.
You gotta go down like you did before.
What do you mean go down?
Remember you was at the office with my mother and I was standing there. You was like, "What is this? $112?"
Oh yeah. But see, I'll be more prepared, more money, all that. But just me, the gratuity and all that would be fine. I had more topics. I didn't want to get off kilter because we will go off kilter talking about that damn cruise. It'd be one thing, and then it'll be another thing. And we had something we talked about earlier. You remember when we were talking about if they're going to do 106 in Park again?
You're looking at the wrong person. Look, turn that way.
We didn't have this talk.
I ain't have this talk with him
either.
I remember talking about
you talking to yourself?
No, it was an episode we were talking about 106 in Park. They were talking about revamping it or the potential revamping it. Mm-hmm. And yes, it was me and it was Daryl. You probably were there, probably weren't there, but definitely Daryl. The point was they have unveiled a new show. It's called 106 in Sports.
What? Just let it die.
What? 106 in Sports.
106 in Sports, where sports meets culture, style, and real talk. It says officially.
Even they come for your shit.
Oh, brother.
Officially unveiled live on stage during 106 in Park 25th anniversary celebration during the BET Awards. The show will be hosted by NFL MVP and media personality Cam Newton and CBS sports analyst, host, reporter.
Is he wearing that ridiculous outfit that I seen?
Yes.
What the fuck is that, bro? What the fuck is that?
Ashley Nicole Moss.
Zoom in on that, bro.
Did you see the outfit?
What the fuck is that?
No. My boy.
What is he?
It look like he got a table.
He's not from Charlotte. He's not from Charlotte.
He's not from Charlotte. He's not from Charlotte. We just represent.
We don't claim that as a quarterback either.
Whoa!
We don't claim it.
You have to calm down.
No, we don't. He ain't give us no ring.
Damn.
Fuck. I'm gonna claim shit.
Damn.
I'd rather support Luke before I support that nigga.
That's crazy.
You gotta get off my boy. We were supposed to be talking
my
about 106 in Sports.
Your boy done lost his mind like Orlando Bloom.
No.
Orlando Brown.
No. Cam Newton.
Look at that. That's some shit Orlando Brown would have came with.
But
stop it.
Well, see,
yes, it is.
If you were to check Cam Newton,
he ain't give me no ring.
He has a.
He ain't give me no ring.
He ain't give me no ring.
And I'm not a sports person. I know that.
Faithful to that nigga. He ain't give me no ring.
He ain't give us no ring. No nothing.
Damn.
You win. That's all.
Where's the ring, Cam?
Exactly.
Where's the ring?
Yo,
you ain't
he
no
do
ring.
a lot of shit. He says that he is the most top motherfucker, but you ain't never give us a ring.
I mean,
you are not him.
Well, he is.
You think you him?
Well, hold on.
You're not him.
Hold on now.
No.
He is one of the greatest Carolina quarterbacks that we've had. Well, y'all have had. I'm not a Carolina.
Can't be that great. He ain't give us a ring.
Jake Delhomme didn't give us a ring.
Damn.
Steve Smith didn't give us a ring.
Damn.
I don't. Okay, exactly.
Oh my gosh. Oh my.
Why do you think I don't like Panthers?
Oh, no Panther fans in the house. I know they screaming right now.
Damn.
I don't know how the Panther.
I don't know why you're screaming, because you should be screaming at the people that don't give us rings. They don't give us a ring.
You know.
Let me be proud of something. At least the Giants. See, this is why I'm glad half my family's from New York, because I can actually say they gave us a fucking ring.
I mean, they haven't got a ring in a long time.
It don't matter. They got one though.
Wow.
Damn.
They got one.
Well,
they got one.
Well, Cam Newton.
They got one.
Cam Newton and Ashley Nicole Ross will be hosting this
Why the
new
fuck
show.
is
Who
he
is
on-
Ashley Nicole Ross?
She is an analyst, a host, and a reporter from CBS.
But not an athlete. Got it.
Um,
I love how people from sports are not athletes themselves, but want to speak on an athlete's person.
well, it says here that let's see. Does she have any type of sports experience?
Is that the girl with the big booty?
I don't think so.
Why do people that don't have sports experience talk about sports?
Well, they're an analyst. They can, just because you talk sport, just because you haven't done it doesn't mean
So
you can't
those
talk.
who can't teach. Got it.
Well, the point I'm saying is
Those that can't run,
That's not her.
walk. I understand. I understand it now.
the
Impressive.
point of this was to talk about 106 in sports. It's going to be a fast-paced culture forward countdown that breaks
I'm not watching
down
you look like that.
the week's top 10 moments in sports, from viral highlights to locker room sound bites to championship fits and trending topics.
Fits.
Each episode delivers a dynamic blend of athlete interviews, unfiltered commentary, and real talk that lives in the intersection of sports and Black culture.
That might be interesting.
I want you to send me this picture, and I'm gonna put this on the goddamn thing, on the video. You're gonna see it right here. It's gonna be plastered right here. How the fuck you gonna talk about somebody's fits looking like this? I'm just holding my hand right here for a few seconds, so you know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. How are you gonna talk about somebody else's fit when you look like this?
He got clowned by Kai Cenat and Drewski live when this is happening on their stream. Kai Cenat was streaming live during the BET Awards, and he commented on Cam Newton's outfit and was saying, well, Drewski said he looks like a tablecloth.
That's an old lady's tablecloth.
And Cam Newton responded on, as he saw that on his podcast, responded and said he did it not because he didn't want to wear a suit. He did it because he wanted to show off his body. He wanted to show off.
What is he showing off? His cankles?
He's showing to show off his physique. He said,
"What physique? What is he wearing? Give me this."
He said he is working hard in the gym every day, and he's wearing fits to show off his game.
My guy has cankles.
I don't know.
My guy has cankles. He ain't got ankles. He got
No
cankles.
comment.
What are you showing right now? You fucking heathen. You fucking. What do they used to call you? Jezebel. You showing your cankles.
Jezebel. Those are interesting shoes he chose to
Yeah,
wear.
they look like they tap dancing shit.
Like the loafers. Okay.
I remember.
What he showing?
He's showing that he's a very big size. He's a big man.
What the fuck is his hat? Who do you think he is?
Well,
Wale?
that's his signature. That's his signature. He does that. That's his thing. All right. I think this is enough about 106 in sports and more about Cam's fit. And I think that's
all it's gonna be about.
That will be something we will see every week if that is something.
I promise you, every time they post, I'm gonna get a picture of his fit, and we're gonna analyze it every week. Every week that he's on there, we're gonna analyze this goddamn fit. Because what the fuck is that?
Well, yeah, good. Well, again, this is the new rebirth of 106 and how it will be reinvented in our culture. 106 in sports. Tune in and see what it's about. This is something really quick because I know how y'all feel. Well, I don't know how y'all feel. The Grammys has announced a new category: Best Album Cover.
The hell is that?
That is something that they have officially put out and saying that this will be a category. Period.
You can't do that because now they're
Best
like
album
moving
cover.
and shit on the fucking thing.
Best album cover. They were saying what would have won in previous years, and they used album covers like what D.O.B. Dirty Bastard. They used the Black Thought album with Jay-Z. They used
so they're gonna go back
to
those
Pimp a
awards
Butterfly. No, but they were saying these are the type of criteria we're talking about. These are examples of what we mean when we say these are winners for best category. And it wasn't always prestigious albums. It was albums that probably you weren't musically a best of, but the artist chose a really interesting cover art to showcase their artistry, and that would have won that award.
Okay, my shit is still Chris Brown then.
That's a very interesting. That's a I feel like Chris Brown.
There's a new one.
I feel like Chris Brown would thrive in this category because he does take a lot of time to make his cover arts very dynamic.
The vinyl.
The vinyl is
that shit is extreme.
Well, the vinyl is definitely a part of the gimmick, but I just think the way his brain works when it comes to his cover arts, he definitely does a lot of.
I like the Alien one, like the Heartbreak on the Full Moon. I love that album cover.
Wait, that wasn't Heartbreak on the Full Moon.
Deluxe version.
Oh, see,
there's an alien there.
See, now that's the part you can't cheat, ladies and gentlemen. Brinks, submit what you submit, and don't be doing a different one on the deluxe. So Bryson, you got to keep that yellow.
What about The Weeknd? It's different on his deluxe, I think.
The Weeknd too. I'm speaking on Bryson because Bryson fooled me, and I was upset about that. Bryson, you fooled me with the light bright Kill Bill yellow thing where his face was like, looking like cyberpunk, and I was like, okay, that was a good album. That's his most recent album. I went back to check, and there was a whole new picture of him in a whole different color scheme, and I was like, oh snap, deluxe, oh snap, new album. Well, I thought new album, but it was the same album. I said, okay, deluxe, new music. Should be some songs at the bottom. No songs at the bottom. He just decided to change what it looked like. I was like, what is that?
Oh wait, my bad. Heart on the Full Moon is Indigo.
Indigo. That's what I was trying to get you to say. Yeah, Indigo was the one with the alien.
Well, I still like Heart on the Full Moon.
I'm not saying it's the creativity is where I'm speaking to, and I'm really excited to see where some of these artists will take it. Not even saying for the category, but just where some winners will get some Grammys. Now, don't be flexing saying I'm the best, I'm dope because I have great cover art award. Don't do that. But that is a nice, interesting award to still have. Yeah, best album covers. I wonder what that would do for the people. Beyonce blesses barbershops and salons.
Don't know what that means.
Don't worry. I'll show you what B done did. Hold on. Beyonce's Be Good Foundation has launched new Crecred. CECRED. Nobody Creed. What's that word?
No, what are you talking about right now?
Sacred. I don't know.
SCECRED. Sacred. Thank you. Grants. She is giving grants aimed at supporting salons and barbershop owners across the country. The initiative will provide $10,000 grants to Black beauty professionals to help sustain their businesses and elevate their craft. This move aligns with Beyonce's continued commitment to uplift Black entrepreneurship, Black entrepreneurship and community wellness. The deadline to apply ends June 13th. So it was already over, but shout out to everybody who was able to get those grants from Beyonce. I also say that, I think from a culture standpoint, we should definitely highlight things that we dominate, like barbershops and salons, and really get some ownership and really get some real.
You think Black people dominate barbershops?
Yes.
That's wonderful that you think that.
Who do you think cuts better than a Black man?
Fucking Asian people. Because they're out here analyzing your face and actually saying what type of hairstyle you can get while a barbershop person is not gonna analyze your face. Okay. I've literally watched a whole bunch I watch a lot of barbershop videos. So I'm not gonna lie to you.
I feel like we're saying the same thing but different realms. If you're saying an Asian man or an Asian,
like I'm saying,
are you talking about a barber?
Yeah.
Cutting black hair?
Yeah. I watch a lot. I don't know what it is, but I watch a lot of barbershop videos.
Why did Dr. Umar finna come out of
me? I watch a lot of barbershop videos, and there's a lot of Asians that can out-throw you barbershop motherfuckers. I'm letting you know.
Why does it have to be over? We are talking about Black-owned grants given to Black support and Black salons and Black barbers, and I would like for all of those Black barbers and Black salon.
I'm not saying there's anything wrong with them.
What's the term for a person who works at a salon?
A barber?
No. What do you like? A barber works at a barber shop. So what does a person work at a salon? What do you call that?
Fucking hairstylist.
Oh.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I really want to know what.
But I feel like I'm asking a legit question though. Am I not?
I think they actually.
I mean, they have their cosmetology
life,
and you could call them a cosmetologist.
Okay.
That's
If you
the
wanna
scientific term is
You want to be
cosmetologist.
technical.
Okay. I was trying to be funny, low key. Like the barbershop goes to barber, goes to barbershop. What do you salon is work at salons? All right, but
No, I feel like I don't know. I feel like a lot of people are doing handouts to Black people.
Damn, we can't get no handout. Everybody else get one.
I'm about to say white people are the only ones who do it.
no, they don't. Every culture does it. Every culture has something to give to
Right.
theirs,
And
in
that's why
some
they
way, shape, or
thrive.
form. Whether it be scholarships, whether it be
Why is there
grants,
so much on the
That's
Black?
what's
I don't
wrong with
understand
us.
why there's so much on the Black community though.
because
Like,
that's what we
why are
need.
y'all making this so?
Because
I understand that we need it. Okay, y'all need it. But why are y'all so
Yeah.
like newsworthy? It's not.
it is newsworthy.
Why can't someone help someone in like
Because
silence?
from the beginning of time,
I feel like what you're saying is
like
because
because I help you, you gotta tell the world.
no, I feel like there is a media outlet to highlight Black.
excellent.
Why?
Wait, hold on. Wait, Black support to businesses and businesses support blackness, pro blackness and support pro blackness in this, pro blackness in that, whether it be business grants, whether it be community service, whatever like that, because every other culture in the world does it. Period.
Okay, but they don't.
Yes, they do.
No,
yes, they
don't.
do. Because we don't have the language barrier, because we don't pay attention, because we don't have the dates or the timelines that they have for what their meetings are. We don't come to it. I literally have just been to this Liberian thing, this Liberian mixer, to where I understand that if you are not Liberian or you are not of any African descent, you're not going to know what this is. You're not going to know where this is. You don't know what they're talking about. But what they're talking about is elevating their community in Charlotte. This is where they're at. They had congressmen, they had people in high places in Charlotte that are meeting in this restaurant that are talking about
Sounds
moving.
like a mafia.
It's not moving.
You just said they had these high ass people in a restaurant. What type of setting is that in a movie?
That's
mafia, bro.
Well, they're not doing crime. It's more so of they're most
You
of
never know.
the position that they have is just very
It's the way you say
influential.
it. They out here killing people.
No.
Get rid of people that you think is in their way.
What I'm saying is that because they're in high places and they know their culture and heritage, which is Liberian or Liberian,
Y'all gotta stop it.
They highlight Liberian things and highlight Liberian issues or support Liberian things that are going on in their area, because
everybody just can't be equal.
It's not everybody is equal. Having said that, everyone is equal to me. We're equal to have our own things to set up too. I'm saying to you, it might be annoying. I don't know. I cannot speak for you. I'm gonna say it's a lot in your face because you are Black. So
I'm not Black.
Okay.
Well, that is not.
I'm not Black.
Every culture.
I am biracial. Just like you just said, Liberian, they're Black. You didn't say that though, but I gotta be Black. Why they can't be Black?
What I'm saying, well, the meeting that they were having was specifically on
But
Liberian
are they Black?
culture. They are first generation Liberian Americans, yes. The majority of them, yes.
Not one of them fucking words is Black or
yes.
African.
Yes, what I just said?
Yeah, say it again.
They're first generation Liberian Liberian Americans. There we go.
You see, you never said African the first time. Not any form did you say they were Black.
First generation.
But I gotta be Black.
Okay. What I'm saying is their emphasis.
And don't give me that damn sentence that you just all of a sudden Liberian and shit. Shut your ass up. You just irritate me with that whole sentence. The first Liberian, they're Black. They're Black. Like you just try to tell me I was Black. They're Black. They're fucking Black. If you want to help the community, help every fucking body, okay? Not just yourselves, not just your fucking culture. Help every Black person, not just fucking Liberian people.
Well, that part.
Hispanics, don't fucking just help Hispanics. Help fucking everyone.
Well,
white people, let's help fucking everyone, not just white people.
Oh.
I don't give a fuck what race you are. Help them. It's called being a nice person. Weren't you raised to be a nice fucking person? Were you raised to be nice to every race?
Of course.
All right then.
Well, when did this become us not being nice to other races?
Because you just said every culture has their own. See, that's the fucking problem with you motherfuckers these days. Y'all want to have your fucking own, and all y'all just need to be fucking one.
Why
y'all can't be one? That's why you got that fucking orange ass nigga in the goddamn Oval Office You know what? Yeah.
What the hell?
You got me fucked up.
I don't.
I'm
The
tired of you
statement.
black people
The
saying
statement
that,
I
right?
just said. The statement I just said. I got you.
I don't like what you said.
The statement that I just said is everybody has their own, which means not saying.
And that's why there's a problem
No,
with the
no.
world.
But see, I don't look at it as a problem. You're making it like
everybody
negative.
else thinks there's a problem.
Who
you
said it was a
think
problem?
there's a problem.
I didn't say it was a problem. I'm saying it as in.
I'm
if
saying
something,
what you're saying is a problem.
Why
Everyone should not have their own. That's why there's a shirt that says "Welcome to America." Now learn our fucking language. Like I don't understand.
I'm saying this in America.
Yes.
We are a melting pot.
Yes.
And
we're all one, right?
And many people.
That pot is one thing, right?
Yeah.
All
sure.
right then.
But hold on, I'm not finished.
I know. Keep going.
This is a melting pot of different people and different cultures. There are people who like to hold on to their heritage despite them being in America, and they have certain things that cater to their cultures in America, so they can hold on to those traditions. That's why America is America. You can believe what you want to believe. You can go about your way of life the way you want, because that's what America is.
So I can go to the Liberian people and see if I can get a grant.
Sure.
Without them doing a background history on me.
I mean, how else would they know? Well, the point of being a Liberian, the point of getting a Liberian grant is having some type of understanding or interest or ties to Liberia. That's just that. I don't think that's a like.
So I can't get a grant from them. That means they won't help me.
It's not about that. It's not. They can help you, but if there's someone else in the same area as you who needs the same help, that's Liberian, that's catered to this, then why would
they help me?
No, it's not why would they. I'm just saying, why would you go for something that does not apply to you?
Because I'm seeking help from anyone.
Well, let me back up. You asked me if you were to go and seek help from the Liberian culture and some type of grant, would they give you? Of course they would. But at the end of the day, I don't think that.
Are you sure? I want you to ask your Liberian friends if they would help me.
my Liberian friends.
I'm being dead ass with you. The next time you go hang out and play soccer with their asses, fucking ask them, will they help someone that's a non-Liberian?
Yes.
You're a fucking liar.
Be like,
Africans
no,
are racist.
I'm not helping
Hispanics
that peasant.
are racist. Everyone's fucking racist.
See,
they're not going to help you.
The point I'm trying to say.
You got a little bit of Liberian. That's why you're welcome.
That's why.
That's why you're welcome. Because you got a little bit because of your mom. Little bit.
That's crazy.
Episode but if you ain't got nothing in you, she can't go. She can't fucking go.
Like, who is this? Who is this white girl? Who is this light bright?
Who is this? I promise you.
Wow. Culturally, I feel like.
Why can't you help everyone? Why can't the white? Why is there not just one founding grant for everyone?
Well, there are grants for everyone.
Okay, so why is there sub grants? Like, maybe we should just put more funding in the actual thing so we can fund more people.
But see, I think you're saying two different things. I think we are, because there are grants for everyone. There are grants for everyone. Period in a sentence.
Yes, but they're only granted a certain amount of funding.
But at the end
of it, why not put your money with their money?
It doesn't have to be culture. But if we're talking about if we're talking about grants and we're talking about things why you can get them, anyone, no matter what race you are, what culture you are, what you believe in, you can get a grant. There are grants specifically for certain groups of people that I don't think is a problem. Not saying black, white, but if you're left-handed, if you are under a certain income, you know what I'm saying? Like certain things to help rather than to dismiss, bring more people in. Like I'm saying, there doesn't necessarily have to go deep to say, oh, I'm Liberian or I'm African American.
They're not helping you if you're not Liberian.
Well,
they're not helping you if you're not from the Congo. No, I'm not saying them from Congo. No, that's not. I'm not joking about. No, I was making two different groups. I wasn't combining them just now because I did a little background as mine says Congo, so I can go to Congo people and be like, hey, let me get a grant. Can I?
Sure.
You're a liar.
You can't get a grant from the Congo.
I wish I would.
Why? Have you tried?
I don't know them people, and they don't know me.
Okay.
Just because I say I got Congo in me.
Yes.
What if they find out I'm lying or some shit?
Are you lying?
No, I'm not lying.
Okay. So I feel like when it comes to
why
people,
should I have to go to these people?
It's not about.
Why can't we just have one?
There is.
No,
But
it's not.
But see, here's what I'm saying, and this is where I'm trying to not say what you're saying is bad. I'm trying to add on to it in conjunction as a side. People like to know their heritage. People like to know where they come from. And certain times, those heritage and certain cultures have wealth for those people in those heritage and cultures. It's not because we don't want to give it to other people. It's just what we have done for us. It's what we've done for our family, culture, history, heritage. And because you are from this piece of land, because you relate to us in this way, I don't think that's a problem. It was what I'm saying. Like, if anything,
I know you don't see it as a problem, but I see it as a problem. Why can't we? What's that room? What's that room with all the little people from different places and they all in one fucking room? What's that place in Congress? We have that here in Congress. You know what I'm talking about? We're like, oh, Japan and all that stuff.
Are you talking about
It's like one giant room. It's like Brown, I think. Was it Brown? Or was that a movie? Is that?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, I think it is. I think it's part of Black Panther.
Are you talking about when all the countries?
Yeah. Why can't we just have one like that and just like everybody just come together and be like, hey, let's set the same laws?
Because no one. What? Wait, not because the world leaders around the world do not all think the same, and all the world leaders depending.
Like I said, I feel like we should all just be one. What's the problem with us all being one?
Not everybody wants to be one. Some people feel like other ways of culture is a hindrance to others. Some people feel like it's better to reserve our culture and not go now. So where you want to talk about Black Panther, the way that people view their culture is exactly how people view Wakanda in the beginning of the movie. Hide our culture, keep our shit intact for the rest of the world, and we can preserve and let them do what they do. Or we can spread our wealth and our whatever to the world, and they'll take everything that they'll have from us, either by force or by whatever, and then we assimilate it.
I don't want to be by force. Like, it doesn't have to be by force. That's what I'm saying.
Unfortunately,
like,
we live in a country
and be peaceful, and everybody love each other. And
and unfortunately, I think as Americans, the fact that we think like that, it sounds nice and dandy, but to other countries, we're really offensive and imposing when it comes to that. It seems like we don't know
I didn't mean like, okay, let me rephrase that. No, I don't mean like they had to change like their laws, but I'm like saying there's grants and stuff for everyone that can apply. Like,
yeah, and I'm saying that there are people in this country who have cultures and heritages that they like to keep and not assimilate to, so they fund things that are for them and for their cultures and their heritage specifically. It's not to say that they're wrong, but that's what they want to do with their money, and it's very known in a lot of cultures. There's somebody like that in almost every culture, except for ours. So that's where it's not saying they have theirs and we don't, and everybody needs to be one. Is we need to have our own way of circulating something if we need it, because every other culture does. They don't. Like the white man doesn't need the Mexican man because the white man have each other. The Mexican man doesn't need the Asian
the white man does need a Mexican man because he built your house.
Sure, but at the end
you need the Mexican.
But at the end of the day, the next Mexican is not going to go to the white man. He's going to go to the Mexican and hook him up, and he's going to hook him up. So what I'm saying is, other people from other cultures have each other's back in all aspects. Even if we don't understand or agree, they do. We don't, and I just want to make sure that we are.
Everybody just be friends.
We're highlighting what we're bringing to the table because that's what we do, including this podcast, which is coming to an end because we have went way overboard. But thank you again for everyone who's been listening. I appreciate you guys. Goodness gracious, we went over we went there. But hey, we will be back. Thank y'all again. This is 124. I'm your host.
Subscribe
To all of the buttons and all of the doohickeys, the notifications, bells, please. Thank you.
We have content too.
Content's
Just
coming
didn't
soon.
Say anything.
Yes,
Goodbye.
I got caught up. Thank y'all again. I'm your host, KQ Dog, and we out. Bye. Sheesh. Done made me go off the tangent, made me go turn into a whole other person. When he was trying to do all that. You the one that brought up Liberians.